So, your hard-working puzzle crafters have made a special effort to see that 17 clue answers are entered into the diagram with a change. The term for the extra work and also the nature of the 17 answers change can be seen in the circled letters of the finished diagram and went column by column from left to right. There are 6 capitalised words among the clue answers and 2 more among the altered words in the diagram. Okay. Well, chat, someone, I think it might be Shaunahan, I'm not sure, someone yesterday called me surprisingly competent. Today, I shall redress the balance. Here we go. Good luck, allow me first to go at all the clues. And here we are. Lacking courage and small-minded. Lacking courage and small-minded. Now, we know... I'm assuming this means that the answer is 6 letters because we're given answer lengths, and it's not just... normally, if there's word length shenanigans, we don't get given the clue lengths. So I'm assuming it's the shenanigan is not to do with the word length. Lacking courage and small-minded. It's not zugma, it's not salmon, it's not owl. Lacking courage. Yellow. Unbrave. You're cowardly, you're timid, you're nervous, you're shy. Oh, it was Arch, was it? I didn't call you surprisingly competent. I said you were being that at the time. Gone off you. 5 across. Absorbed by legal matter, a court appears stimulated. Absorbed by legal matter, a court appears stimulated. So a legal matter, is that going to be writ, taught, lean? And we're going to put a court. So either ACT, because CT is court. Either ACT or just CT. We're going to put that in the legal matter. Or is it a hidden? I can see Alma in there. It's in Alma Mater. But I don't think it is a hidden. Galmat. Unless it's hidden now. It's going well today, isn't it? 14, 16, 16, 18. This is going extremely well. 19, 24. First letter, please, of 5. Whilst I do this, and I'll have a think about that. 25, 28. R. A legal matter that begins with R. A case. A ruling. It's 33, 34, 35, 36. Those are the acrosses. Well, we're at some form of performance. I'm not quite sure how I'd describe it. 119. Oh, brilliant. There we go. 226. 3. This is prepping live. Second letter, please. I mean, appears stimulated feels like the definition. Oh, hang on. Is it reacts? No. Oh, hang on. No, a legal matter can be res, can't it? RES, it's like Latin or something like that. And then ACT is a court. Put that in res and you get reacts. And if you appear stimulated, you will react. So let's put you in. I'm just going to put you in, even though we know that there's going to be a shenanigan at some point. Okay, let me finish with this grid. Pretend to be Hepburn when you speak with calm. Pretend to be Hepburn. Well, that's Audrey, isn't it? When you speak with calm. I don't know much about Audrey Hepburn. When you speak, so is there going to be something said out loud? Or is it Audrey? Pretend To be Hepburn when you speak with calm. No, don't know. Going to go on. State how the pig got repeatedly skinned. So we're going to take a longer word for pig and repeatedly skin it. So I assume skin is take the first and last letter off. So we're probably going to do it twice. Maybe 3 times. State how the pig got... Is it Ohio? Yes, it is. It's Ohio. Go for it, Foggy. Is it Ohio? And if so, why? I know it's Ohio, but you can say why. So you're going to be repeatedly skinning things. So it's not repeatedly skinning one thing, but it's just skinning multiple things. So you're going to skin how, take the first and last letter off. The, take the first last letter off. P and G, take that away from that. And so it's basically the middle letters of O, H, I and O from how the pig got. And I like how you've written that. Private eye, hot for engineer. Private eye, hot for engineer. This one I have got. This one I can just do straight away. So this is good. I'll see if any of you have got it. I know that Foggy's got 10 though, because he's very clever. Anyway, I need to get a new wallet, as previously discussed. I will try and get just the one wallet this time, not 2. Go for 12 if you've got it. A private eye, you need a 3-letter abbreviation for private eye. Admittedly, it's a pretty old-timey word these days. Yes, it's tech, but not spelt the way the Hollow spelt it. T-E-C. And then H for hot is in on the hot tap. And then you get an engineer, a tech. I'm going to visit the tech, and he will help me with my computery thing. 7 letters for next one. Private eye, again, with composite payment in Egypt. Private eye, so it's not going to be tech this time. It's going to be like PI this time, with composite payment in Egypt. Okay, pyramid. It's got to be pyramid, right? Because the definition is in Egypt. Why would it be pyramid? With composite payment. Anagram of payment. No. I feel like it's got to be payment. I prefer a bifold wallet. And I regret giving you this information, Sensei. Absolutely regret it. Don't do it, is what I'm immediately thinking. Don't do it. I feel like it's going to be pyramid, but I can't make it work. What currency do they use in Egypt? Is it the Egyptian pound or the Egyptian dollar? Oh, I don't know what the currency of Egypt is. I should do. I think they used to use the pound, but I think they've changed. I get the feeling it's a dollar. Anyway, it's not going to help me. So let's move on. Painters entering all but the finale. Painters entering all but the finale. They use tiny pyramids, do they? Where do they keep them? Do they keep them? Now their wallets must get worn quite quickly if they use pyramids. Sorry, Foggy, I do apologise. You're offering help yet again, and I have snubbed you. Sorry. Entering all but the finale. So we need a word meaning entering. They still use the pound, thank you. We need a word meaning entering, but not the last letter. So it's got to be a 6-letter artist ending in IN, because it would be ING. Goga? No. Entering. Typing. Going. It could be going in. Right. 6-letter artists. All I've got is Renoir in my head, and I don't know why. Entering all but the finale. If you enter data, you type it. If you go in, you ingress. Manet, Monet. All these artists with 5 letters. Van Gogh. Well, it was nice knowing you, Marky V. Will you please pay my bail? 16. After outbreak of scandal, be embarrassed and split. After outbreak of scandal, Be embarrassed. Split. Post red is what I've got so far. The outbreak of scandal. Yeah, the outbreak. I mean, you'd have the break of dawn. You wouldn't have the outbreak of dawn, but the outbreak can be the beginning of something. Oh, the outbreak occurred on. So it's so I think outbreak of scandal can be S. If you be embarrassed, you turn red or you blush. I want it to be embarrassed is just red, but shred and split rend. Thank you for the follow, T-Flow. Pardon me. Oh, you've given me gas, T-Flow. Thank you very much for the follow. Outbreak of scandal, S. Be embarrassed if you don't... Split. Tear, rend, disintegrate. Okay, moving on. Some Native Americans dance on the 4th of April. Okay. I think the definition here is some Native Americans. So we need a 3-letter dance on the 4th of April. The 4th of April is I. The 4th letter of April is I. So we need a 3-letter dance on the letter I. And we'll get some... Okay, yes, good. Yep, I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Go for 18, everyone. And I will give you a first letter of H if you haven't already got it. If you go to the dance, if you go to the Lindy dance, you go to the Lindy hop. So hop is the word I'm after. Put that on the I and you get the... I don't quite know how you say it. I don't want to say hoppy because that sounds a bit weird. So I'm going to put it into my list of words and see what it says. It tells me...
Hopi.
Hopi. Rhymes with dopey. Listened to pleasant rock band in band. Listen to pleasant rock made in bands. I've got this one. This is a pun I have definitely used on occasion. 18 was Hopi. And Foggy, I am not surprised, has also got this. Go for it, Foggy, because this is a pun that you must have used at times. I'm putting a G in first. GNE. I'm assuming it's nice. Good. It sounds like N-I-C-E, pleasant, and it's a rockin' band. Nice. Some fundraisers I have set among AMA members. Okay. Some fundraisers I have set among AMA members. Okay, I'm happy with this one now. I wasn't quite sure what was going on, but the AMA, they must be in the medical profession. I'm assuming it's the American Medical Association or something like that, I assume. But that's the context you will need if you're in the UK to solve it. Good evening, Rannick. American Medical Association, good. So who might work in the medical profession? I'm going to put I have in the middle of it. So I've in the middle of people who might work in the medical profession. Go for 24. Yes, doctors. So put I've in doctors and you get drives, and some fundraisers are fundraising drives. Because they drive you to insanity. Declare a victory that really smarts. Declare a victory that really smarts. Declare a victory. So it's got to be a win. A V. Owie. That really smarts. I feel like it's a word that you say when you're in pain. So, ouch. Oh no. Fiddlesticks. Fudge. not divers, no. But that is the other possible, the only other possible thing there, Meredith, isn't it? But interesting. Interesting. When you say that you're in pain, I'm going to sue. Yes. Yes, just thankful that we don't quite have that culture in the UK, at least not yet. First letter, please, for this one. Declare a victory. If you declare, it's aver. Is it aver? Because if you declare something, because A could be A, victory could be V, and then ER, that really smart is not aver. A vow. The other four-letter word meaning the same thing that begins with AV. It's a vow. Ow is what you say if it really smarts. There you go. So, a victory, AV, that really smarts. Ow, a vow. Mostly pay lease for mum and dad. Mostly pay lease for mum and dad. We haven't had any shenanigans yet, which we're going to get loads of clashes when we do the downs, basically. Mostly pay lease. Well, how do I get the S? How do I get the S at the end? Go for 28. I think the answer is... Oh, no, hang on. Don't go for 28. Too late now. You're going to be telling me right. I'm not looking at the chat. It's not parents because it's only 7. Because lease is rent. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, hang on. That's right. No, it is... Oh, no, it's just parent, isn't it? But it's mum and dad, so I think it's got to be parents. Either way, that's not 8 letters. Okay. So, I mean, to lease is to rent? Oh, a rental. Is that okay? For mum and dad is parental? Does that work? Are we happy with prenatal? Oh, that's interesting that is an anagram of prenatal. Ooh, prenatal to parental. That's a lovely anagram. I'm going to have to use that in a clue. Bear with. Prenatal. Parental. That is a lovely shift. Lease is a noun. So a lease, a rental. Okay. Furtive and crafty about newspaper publicity. Furtive and crafty about newspaper publicity. Wow, that's quite a nerdy joke, and I got it effrontery. Oh dear. / hollow. Furtive, sly. I feel like sly or foxy is going to come into this. And crafty about a newspaper publicity. Ad. I want the newspaper publicity or just publicity to be ad. Okay, what's your first letter, Meredith? So I'm gonna go for potential help on this, and then on the next one they're getting stuck on. I'm not going to go for help, but Meredith thinks the first letter is X. Okay, next letter then. So sly, sneaky. Hang on, what about sneaky? SL. If you're furtive, you are slippery. You are. It's got to be sly and crafty. Next letter, please. Slinky? Oh, hang on. Is it inky? Sly around ink. Can a newspaper be ink? Because I've got to put it in ink. I've got to put it in the newspaper. So if you're furtive, you are slinky. You're also not very good at stairways. And there's ink and sly. Okay, there we go. Yes. There we go. Ink is the publicity itself, of course. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Resists accepting one's ranks among the exalted. Resists accepting one's ranks among the exalted. Okay. feel like resist is not the definition. I need like a sort of a 5-letter word for resist. We're going to put I in it or IS. So it's going to accept either one or ones. Ranks among the exalted. So is it going to be like cherubim or seraphim or something like that? Seraphs. It's going to be something like that. Resists. He resisted the idea. Going to come back to that one. Medical drama popular where the Irish dwell. Medical drama popular where the Irish dwell. This is a medical drama that I've seen every episode of. It is not Grey's Anatomy. Never seen that. It's the biggie. It's the biggie. Go for 32. The medical drama, which also had a different medical drama of the same name if you put a slash in it, if I remember right, a few years before. ER, and then if you're popular, you're in. And you get Erin, and that is where the Irish dwell. And wasn't E/R also a medical drama? Wasn't it Steven Spielberg or something? Like it had a really famous director or something? The slash version is a sitcom, but both had Clooney. Nice. I knew it had someone famous attached to it. That's the nub of the idea that I had in my head. I knew that someone famous was attached to it. Hunter's Quarry, turning tail in long grass. Hunter's Quarry, turning tail in long grass. Okay, yes, I've got this one. Okay, if it wasn't... but he is famous to me now. So that I still think that might have been what I was thinking of. I still think it might have been the director, though, whoever directed it. But anyway, it could be MASH if you split the clue differently. How would I have splitted it? Where the Irish dwell? Oh, around the mashed potatoes? Is that where you're going? Anyway, go for 33. Where the Irish dwell, melted in their melted butter. Yeah. Oh, popular, where the Irish dwell. Oh, that's good. Yeah. So, reed is a long grass, but it's turning... Hang on. The Hunter's Quarry is turning tail in long grass. I think the answer is going to be reed out of those two, not deer. Oh, okay. Female hit hard in affair. Female hit hard in affair. If you hit hard, you slammed. Female. Her, she. No, hard in affair. Okay, I think we could have a name for a female in some way. Hit hard in an affair. Now, an affair can just be a matter, can't it? Oh, nice. Did not know that, Sensei. Did not know that. Oh, unfortunate surname. He must have had it hard in life. Now, I didn't mean it like a pun, but I knew as soon as I started to say it was going to come out like one. But he must have genuinely had a difficult life because of it. But anyway, female hit hard in affair. I'm not spotting that, and I am distracted by beta boners. Ripped into Social Security reserves. Ripped into Social Security reserves. Okay, yes, I'm happy with that. Go for 35. If you ripped into something, if you ripped into your packet of crisps, you would have tore into it. You tore into it. And Social Security, I'm assuming, can be SS. So stores, because you're putting the tore in SS. That's 35. And last, a cross clue. Run where bulls are getting even with matadors. Run where bulls are getting even with matadors. I don't know. Run where bulls are feels like the definition. Getting even with, tying, but with matadors. No, don't know that. Going to come back to that. Okay, it's the down clues, which means two things. One, we can't trust the letters in the grid. We're probably going to get clashes in some way, because otherwise there's no shenanigan. And two, I'm going to forget the can. It's right here. That's it. I'm tapping it. Going to forget it. Particular details required for glasses. Happy with that. Particular details required for glasses. And immediately I can see a change that needs to happen in the grid. And I think I know what it is. Quite worryingly. The can is shaken. I'm not going to open it though. I'll shake it, but I'm not going to open it. Go for one. Put your specs on. Specs. It's just specs. Now, yeah, it doesn't work here. But if we swap this to etch, then we can fit it. So I don't know why we're turning it to etch, but we are. So I should probably, because we'll need 17 of these. There's your first one. Let's just do a simple count along here. So far we're at, oh, it's not count. Why count if? No. How do I do count? Count A? Oh, it's count A. Good. Right, so we've done one. The Spanish item for activity in a wood shop. The Spanish item for activity in a wood shop. Well, thing looks like it's going to fit here. Thing looks like it's going to fit here. But and the oh yeah, it is. Go for two. I'm happy with two. I was thinking the Spanish is L because it's always L. No, there's one other thing it can be, and they so could have also said the French item for activity in a wood shop because it's la. So it's lathing. Which nicely confirms with etch. And some of you have already worked out what's going on, and that is just disturbing. A clerk crookedly pockets $100 for pop. A clerk crookedly pockets $100 of pop. Okay, happy with this one. Again, a clash, though. This C is wrong. This E, also wrong. I know that the answer in the grid is going to be a word, though, because it says there are 6 capitalised words among the clue answers and 2 more among the altered words in the diagram. So I know they're going to be words. Go for 3. Go for the answer, not what we're putting in the grid. Go for the answer. It's an anagram, because of crookedly, of a clerk. So anagram of that with C for $100. And that's going to be crackle. It is indeed Rice Krispies. So crackle. Now, of course, we can't put that in. And I can't see any obvious anagrams of crackle at the moment. I'm sure there are, but do not say. Please do not say. But I'll have to come back to that one, irritatingly. 4 down. British composers lying in alien grave. British composers lying in alien grave. Yes, I didn't need that, Meredith. Naughty. So cackler. But that's going to give weird things for this one. What? So maybe it isn't. I'm sure it probably is, but I'll deal with that later. British composers lying in alien grave. Alien, probably E.T. Grave. Isn't it fun how grave can also mean acute, and grave is also grave, and they're the opposite accents. I just like that. Anyway, British composer. Britain. It's got to have an S. Elgar. Unless it's BR for British, and a composer could be like a writer or an author. Lying there. No idea. Let's move on to 5. Pull apart, pinning ear back. Pull apart, pinning ear back. Yes, okay, I've got you got this one. Hang on, maybe. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I've got 5. I've got 5, both in terms of the answer and also literally what the answer is. I have both. Go for 5. So if you pull something apart, you rend it. And it's pinning ear, so literally we're putting an ear in it. So if we put ear in rend, we get a rear end. And so far that fits. There may be shenanigans though. Though I don't think so, but then I can't see any immediate anagrams of it, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. Facilitated mutation of a seed. Facilitated mutation of a seed. Got to be an anagram of a seed, surely. Got to be an anagram of a seed. I've got no paper. Why have I not got any paper? Muppetry. Absolute muppetry. The problem is I haven't cleaned up. So, full disclosure, I'm on tilt. I'm very busy, so I don't have a lot of time. No, I can't use that paper. Here we go. Here's my scrap paper, finally. Just my place is a tip. Mutation of a seed. Got to be an anagram of a seed. And then it's got to mean facilitated, but eased. There we go. Are we happy with eased? Please tell me if I'm right with eased. No, eased the situation. It facilitated the situation. I'm happy with that. You like it? Good. Happy with that then. Good. I think we are approaching it. Yes, I'd say. It'll take at least. I don't know, it'll only take an hour to clean, but I just haven't had that hour, and I won't have it tonight. Okay. Astonishingly, I've remembered. What clue is this? Well, if this is 7 up, then this is 7 down. X on returned trouser material. X on returned trouser material. Okay, well, I mean, based on that, I must know what it is. Now, why is it that? I love the word crapulence. Of course, that is one of the classic all-time Simpsons lines, and it wallowed in his own crapulence. X on return. So it's got to be Chino, right? Why? Oh, it's Kai. And then on returned, so literally on backwards. That is Chino. Anyway, there we go. Chino. Hamper, that is in awkward place. Hamper, that is in awkward place. That is usually IE. Okay, yes, and it is in this instance. I've got 8. Go for 8. Go for 8. So it is IE, id est in Latin, that is. I don't know what I said earlier, but I didn't say backward. I meant backward. If you place something, you put it down. Place it there, put it backwards. Put IE in it. Tie up. Awkward, yeah. Why did I say awkward? Just, I was going on the K word bit, wasn't I? Anyway, tie up. What have we got here? Tales of Southern Conservatives. Okay, I'm going to immediately go for this, because this is not, we've got shenanigans happening. This is not what we're putting in the grid. Southern is S, Tories are Conservatives. And those are tails. Now, so there's got to be sorties. Because that's your anagram. Is it the T that's moving each time? No, because crackle does not have a T. But anyway, sorties is the new word. Knife, a figure of importance to Hindus. Knife, a figure of importance to Hindus. Yes, I'm happy with this. Where's this going? 15. Okay. Okay, so that's parental and drives. Oh no. Well, I don't quite know what's going on, but things are happening. Go for 15. Go for 15. Do you know this type of knife? It's a short knife used literally offensively for 4 letters and then A. And it's Shiva. Shiv is your makeshift weapon. And I'm pretty happy with the SHI. I don't think that's going to be anagrammed. But there is a V there. And there is an A in that. So is there... So it's sort of... We're sort of moving one letter. So is there one letter... Oh, hang on, that is divers. So that's divers. And now that A needs to move 2, though. Okay. Well, it's not prenatal. Oh, no, unless it is. Ha! Ha! It's going to be prenatal. So that's fun. Because we came up with that earlier. Right, okay. So let's put those in. So parental becomes prenatal, and drives becomes divers. Okay, good. That has gone in the grid. Opinions compete over the bard's initials. Opinions compete over the bard's initials. Okay, happy with that. You know what I'm going to say in a second, for those of you who have watched this stream before. What are the bard's initials? Well, you know that I love Shakespeare. So, W.S. William Shakespeare. And if you compete, you vie. So views, and those are your opinions, and that is going to go in 17 here. That appears to be normal. Gendarme's first arrest busted bands. Gastric. Gendarme's first arrest busted bands. Gendarme's first, G. I should have a look at, yeah. Not that it'll help, but I should look at the grid occasionally. Gendarme's first, G. Arrest. Oh, arrest busted. Yep, and then that means bands. There we go. Go for 19. Go for 19. So it's G for Gendarme's first, and then an anagram of arrest, because it is busted. And what bands can you wear? I'll have my guts for garters. And that's going to become graters by the looks of it. So that's garters, that is the answer to the clue, but that becomes graters. The R and the A are shifting about. A most active member of the clergy after school. Most active member of the clergy after school. Okay, so... this is probably going to be another shenanigan. Because I wanted to end est, and the T has moved. So the T is probably going to go like there. Hello. You just wanted to butt in, didn't you, Mr. Sprite of Shame? Go for 20. Go for 20. So if you're the most active, the member of the clergy is priest, and school can just be S. I was trying to think if it was SCH, because it commonly is, but it isn't in this instance. So priest, and then you get spryest. S priest, spryest. But We are moving that T and we're getting sprites. And hello, sprite of shame, wanting to butt in. Crease in rink, Liu fixed. Crease in rink, Liu fixed. Okay, well that is just an anagram. I will just go. Sorry, I shouldn't just use the word just. Do apologise. Ooh. Now is it going to be? No, so it's going to be winkler, someone who winkles, I assume. So let's put, as in also Henry Winkler, because we know that there are two capitalised among the altered words in the diagram, so that's going to be one of them, as in Henry Winkler. It's going to be something to do with Happy Days then, maybe. Tip about article causing forgetfulness. Tip about article causing forgetfulness. 22. Tip about article. So article could be the or a. Or an, of course. Causing forgetfulness. Not sure. Going to come back to that one. Working the land in distant Chinese dynasty. Yep, happy with that. Working the land in distant Chinese dynasty. Happy with that. Okay, and it's a shenanigan is happening in this one as well. That is, you can't quite believe what you see there. I will tell you it's ing, though. Because there are a few Chinese dynasties that end in ing. Can you pick the right one? Go for 23. Not tilling. Not tractoring. Some of you have got it. It'll be farming. And that becomes framing. Indeed. So distant is far. Chinese dynasty is the Ming dynasty. Film essential to provide objectivity. Film essential to provide objectivity. I've got this one. It really is, Meredith. Yeah, you know exactly what's going on with the A. Also, can I just say, bing. Go for 26. It's my favourite. If it's essential to something, it's in the middle of it. It's part of it. In provide objectivity. Video, from the Latin for I watch. Film, a video. OLO. So the O is there. Because that isn't. What's the anagram? Sotras? Salties, but it's not spelt like that. Oh, I mean, if that could be spryest. And then we could put the T there, and you get sorest. I'm going to do that, you know. Okay, so in here, I'm going to put... no, it's not. So I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to put sorest here. Cut tip off pinker bush. Cut tip off pinker bush. 27. Pinker. Sorer. Redder. Pinker. Newer. I want it to be sorer, but that's not enough. Letters. Because cut tip off, I want to take the first letter off of a word meaning pinker. Crimsoner. Salmoner. I'll come back to that one. I know a couple of you have got it. Fortunes left in baked goods. Fortunes left in baked goods. I've got an idea. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with it. I think I'm happy with it. Go for 28. I'm going to go with piles. Hello, everyone. I've got piles. I've got piles. That's my raid phrase. That's what I've got, anyway, for the answer here, which is going to become plies. It's going to become plies in the grid. Because L in pies, left for L, baked goods are pies, and your fortune is your pile. So, I know, Sprite, yeah. No sprite of shape. No, 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 no. No, you tried. You failed. Special jargon for login corrupted. That's got to be lingo. Everybody's favourite word. Open plan word game. Lingo. In that goes. Okay. Oh, yes. I've got hemorrhoids. Hooray. Right, lacking courage and small-minded. Lacking courage. Oh, have I done one? Did I not put lathing in? What do I need to put in, Arch? Anyway, third letter, please, for this clue. Oh, 28 down. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Keeping me honest. So far we've got 9. So still another 8 to go. Third letter for lacking courage and small-minded. Small is S. Minded. If you minded something, you cared about something, you... Okay, A. Oh dear. Next letter, please. Reminded you cared. Oh, scared. So it's going to be sacred. Oh, God. Scared becomes sacred. Small is S, and if you cared, you minded something. But it's going to become sacred. And now Althing is the... is that the parliament in Iceland? The Althing? Pretty sure it is something like that. Parliament of Iceland, yes, there we go. Ooh, bit of knowledge from me there. Surprisingly competent. Pretend to be Hepburn when you speak with calm. So we're up to 11 now, so there's only 6 more with shenanigans. Pretend to be, well, that's act maybe, or placate. Speak with calm, placate. Because you sort of got act in there. Hang on. Pretend to be. Placate. Not, oh. Okay, so if it's not Audrey, Catherine. Placate. Pretend to be Hepburn. Placate. Ah, when you speak with calm, you placate. Okay. That's good. I like that one. I like that one. So this next one, 13 across. Private eye with composite payment in Egypt. Okay, it's not pyramid then. Private eye. With composite payment in Egypt. So I think, I mean, there's probably a shenanigan going on in here anyway. I want it to be cashier that goes in there. Nastier. what is the first letter, please? Give me half of it, and then I'll be able to fill in the other half. Private eye. I mean, payment is going to be cash. In Egypt is E, but P? What? Private eye with composite payment in Egypt. Pastia? But then that's what in here may not. There might be things happening. What if private is P? I might be I. Oh, it'd be PI then. Composite payment. Okay, what is the second letter of the answer? Not what I'm putting in the grid. The answer. I. So private eye is PI. And I just need... and then we've got AS blank ER still unused. Oh, hang on. It's a piaster. Piaster's a type of money, right? Because then that can become pastia, which I would be happy with. Piaster, are we happy? Okay, what is the currency of Egypt? 100th of an Egyptian pound is not a penny, it's a piaster. Wow. Now that I didn't know. That I didn't know. Fun. And that becomes pastia. 12 have had their shenanigans now. Painters all but entering the finale. I mean, I worry about my mind. That was me trying to read it out and all the words just came out in the wrong order. Dan, slow down. Painters entering all but the finale. Entering. Oh, it's not ING. Or it isn't even IN. Entering all but the finale. No, got to come back to that one. I haven't heard of Oscar Piastri. I've heard of Eve Pilastri from Killing Eve. That I have heard of. After outbreak of scandal, be embarrassed and split. Outbreak of scandal. S. Be embarrassed. And split. Did I? Oh dear. Well, you know that I don't pay attention to myself. And frankly, I'm surprised that anyone ever does. First letter... Second letter of the answer, not the grid entry, the answer to 16. Second letter of this. Let's see if they match. L. Okay. Slivered, I'm assuming. If you are in... Oh, B is live. I never spot those. Outbreak of scandal is S. If you B, you live, you exist. So S, live, and then red is embarrassed. If you're embarrassed, you're red. And if you split, you slivered. And that's going to become silvered. Why do I never... It's the small words. I just don't spot the R, the B. Cheeky. Next up, 31. Crackler. So I can do that then. So how many? That is 14. 3 shenanigans left in the grid. Resists accepting one's ranks among the exalted. Edified. I assume. The exalted are the edified. Resists. Or, no, maybe edifies. Defies. Hang on. Oh, no, hang on. fine. Resists feels like it's defies. Accepting ones deifies. There you go. So it's deifies. That's what it is. Ranks among. If you rank someone among the exalted, you deify them. And that's going to become edifies. Cheeky. 2 shenanigans left. 34. Female hit hard in affair. Female, she, hit hard, bang, in affair. The whole shebang. The whole affair, shebang. She bangs, she bangs, do 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 do. She moves, she moves. Anyway, there you go. 36. Run, where bulls are getting even with matadors. I have had a song all around in my head all day. I'm hoping that She Moves will move it out of my head. Run where bulls are getting even with matadors. Not sure on that one. Going to come back to that one as well. What haven't we done? 4 down. British composers lying in alien grave. It's not that, but I welcome everybody's attempts to get the earworm out of my head. And it's such a terrible earworm. It's not a horrible song, but it's just such a cheesy, terrible song that if you haven't heard before, I'd only heard it for the first time today, and immediately it has embedded itself into my psyche. It's so bad I'm not going to tell you what it is. I did briefly say what it was and deliberately not link to it on my Discord server. But all I'll say is beep, beep, boop, boop. And that will only make sense if you know the song. British composers lying in alien grave. It says Elgar. Oh, hang on. No. Because I sort of wanted it to be Eagles or something like that, but it isn't that. First letter of the... Let's have the first 2 letters, please, of the answer. Not what's in the grid, the answer. Pretty sure it will be EA, but let's find out. It's not Cotton Eye Joe. It is EA. Oh, hang on. So the composer, or the British composer, is going to be this, and it is in the Alien, which is E.T. So there must be a British composer called Arnes, Arnes, because then if you say something in a grave manner, you say earnestly. So grave is earnest. So it's that. Haven't heard of Arnes. Oh, composer is Arn, but it's apostrophe S, so we could put that S in there. Fine. Okay, good. No shenanigans there that I can spot. What have we got? 22. Tip about article causing forgetfulness. Betrayal. Tip. Point. Nib. End. Tip. Hint. Money. About article. Let's say it's A. Cause of forgetfulness. Rule Britannia, which is a song that has an exclamation mark in the title. No, I haven't got this one. Has anyone got this one? The first 2 letters, please, of this, if you've got 22 of the answer, not the grid entry, as ever here. Foggy's got it, so that's good. L-E, lethargy? Because the waters of Lethe make you forget, the underworld thingy. So lethargy, because it's got the in it, hasn't it? So lether. So what's the tip? So if the article is the, but it's not because it's not, because the words and the letters. Letherial. Hang on, lethal? So lethal. Lethal weapon. Is it lethal? Causing forgetfulness would be lethal, but I don't understand. Oh. Okay. If this is rain instead, that could be helping me here. So we got lethal. So, no, a tip is a lead. A tip is a lead. Lethiad. My word, that's a word. Lethiad. No, not quite. Or is it? Nah, I think it'll be here. So close yet so far. Because, of course, Lethiad also is Lethead. A tip is a lead, though. Oh, dear. So it's the about... what's the tip, please? Leab. Tip is a verb. To tip. To lean. Lethean. Oh, my... Oh, dear. Erin becomes rain. That means we've now done 16. There's one more shenanigan left to go. 27. Cut tip off Pinker Bush. Hang on. Rosier. Oh, there you go. Rosier becomes Osier. Osier, or however you say it. There we go. Nearly there. So one of these last ones has to be a shenanigan clue. 14. Painters entering all but the finale. Oh, ingress. Is there an ingress? Because ingress is entry. Entering. Your way of going in. Your entering is your ingress. There's got to be an ingress. There is an ingress. There we go. Did not know that. And finally, 35 across. 36 across. And so this has to be a shenanigan one. Run are where bulls are. Getting even with matadors. They're at bulls. They're in a ring. They're in a farm. They're in Chicago. See what I'm doing there? The Chicago Bulls. Getting even. I mean, why is there an O? Hang on, is that O going to be... Right, if this is a shenanigan clue, that O is going to probably be doing a thing. Run? Where bulls... I think it must be something like that. Goring? How about goring? Because if a bull was getting even with a matador, it would be goring it. And if you run, you go, and where bulls are is a ring. So I think it's that. And that is going to become gringo. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. And that is the grid fill. So all we have to do is now read these columns. So this is working overtime. And if you work overtime, you may well be working a second shift. And I did notice, that in all of the shenanigans clues, it's always the second letter that moves. So the C of scared moves. The E of tech has moved. The I of piaster has moved. The L of slivered. The R of drives. The A of parental, and so on and so forth. It's always the second letter that's moved. So we have performed a second shift. And that is working overtime by hex. And that is why spryest didn't work, because that was the last letter that was moving instead. How irritating, but the Sprite of Shame gets no screen time, despite the fact I just got some screen time. Nice, I enjoyed that. That's good. Working overtime, excellent.